Guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Mr. Nightmare. So Mr. Nightmare talks about like scary stories. So we're going to check them out. And hope you guys enjoy this video.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to my...
Okay. I was like, I have to pee.
So,
My name is...
subscribe to Mr. Nightmare. Subscribe to Mr. Nightmare. He's a really good scary story. I guess this happened to him. I don't know, so let's check out this
Ethan,
one.
and I'm a photographer. I took a trip last year with my wife to the Colorado mountains for an art project. My wife is also an avid skier, so she talked me into adding skiing into the trip. We had the option to book a room at a ski resort or rent out a private log cabin. The second one seemed more romantic, so I picked that one. Plus, it didn't hurt that it was cheaper. The cabin was nothing luxurious or anything. It was a single-floor, 4-room little thing. A 2-person bedroom, a small living room, a kitchen, and a bathroom. It may have been small, but the actual idea of being secluded in a warm log cabin during a blizzard was amazing. However, the storm was interfering with the cable signal, so we didn't have much...
Okay, that's what I hate about blizzards, because when there's a blizzard, like the cable just goes out. When you're watching like an interesting show or a movie, and it just freaking, and blizzard comes in and it ruins it for you.
to do this one particular evening.
And oh yeah, comment down below what's your favorite movie between Kick-Ass or Deadpool. Comment down
It
below.
was just starting to get dark out at this point, but there was still a decent amount of light outside, so I thought it would be perfect for getting a few shots and videos in the blizzard for backgrounds and wallpapers. I told my wife I'd be back within 10 minutes and slipped on my boots and coat. The moment I stepped outside the door, I noticed footsteps leading up to the door in the snow, alone under the wooden awning.
No. If you guys could tell, look at right here in the bottom. One is going forward, and then other footsteps going back and forth, back and forth. He's going back and forth.
I could see the prints doubled as whoever left them there turned and went the opposite direction. I was freaked the fuck out, but I wasn't about to go inside and scare my wife.
Don't do
I
that.
decided to give in to my curiosity and followed the prints to the right side of the cabin. Right away, I noticed that they led to the bedroom window.
Whoa. Is there some guy there stalking them?
My heart froze in fear when I saw this. I could see my wife sitting on the bed using her iPad. She noticed me and I waved. She laughed. I continued to follow the footprints around the cabin to the other side. They led to the
Comment down below. What's your favorite movie? Kick-Ass 2 or Deadpool? And comment down below what's freaking better. Check out, like, if someone's stalking you, will you check it out or won't check it out? I would, because it's freaking creepy, guys.
living room window on the other side. Someone was stalking us, but how long ago was the question? I found myself standing...
I think when they barely moved in, and they were right there. I think when they were like when he said like the cable went out, I think that guy was going back and forth fast, and then probably nobody heard the window break or open.
there for a good minute, asking myself if I should follow the footprints anymore. For whatever reason, I decided I would. They were now leading away from the cabin. I knew I was following the prints to where this person was going, not coming from, simply by the boot marks. I followed the prints away from the opening and into the trees. That was where I saw him.
Oh.
A man wearing a black coat.
Ooh. Imagine you guys saw that. That'd be hecka scary.
Facing a tree, slouched down, looking at the ground. He was still as a statue.
Oh my god. Did you guys see his arms? They look like Freddy Krueger arms. I mean hands.
See the snow piling up on his hood and shoulders. I froze in my tracks, trying not to make a sound. I would have thought to ask him if he needed help otherwise, but this guy was just standing there, not doing.
If I was there with a partner, I could have say, like, if I saw somebody, I could have say, run, bitch, run. I'll be saying that, and then we just run, but then he starts chasing us. That would be really, really creepy.
Anything, like some kind of deranged freak. I started to gradually move backwards without even turning around, making sure this man didn't turn around or notice me. When I got at a visual distance, I turned around and stomped through the snow back to the
Imagine we had the power to be invisible. That'd be pretty cool.
cabin. When I slammed the door shut, my wife came over to see what was wrong. I saw worry in her eyes. I guess she saw the worry in mine. She knew I saw something, and after a few minutes of harassment, I finally told her what I saw. She immediately started packing her things, telling me we're leaving right away. I told her no, we're not going anywhere.
She'd be like, fuck this shit, I'm out. The song
I
goes.
would not get a refund for leaving early, and I wasn't about to up and leave just because some weird guy was walking around outside.
Yes, you guys should leave. You guys should leave. Because that's freaking creepy. If someone's stalking you, imagine you just stay there for 1 week and he's still stalking you. That would be freaking
I
weird.
made a point of locking both locks on the door and making sure all of the windows were sealed shut. For the rest of the night, we read stuff on our iPads. I reviewed the pictures and videos I had taken so far. We turned out the lights early as there wasn't much else to do. What if he's still out there? I remember my wife asking me. There's no way he's still out there, I then assured her.
He is. He's still out there, guys. Pretty sure he is.
Listening to the wind blowing outside, along with the small flakes of snow hitting the windows, was strangely relaxing, and I knew I'd be able to fall asleep quickly. Except if it wasn't for the knock at the bedroom window.
Oh, dude, that's scary. If I was you, I would just put on my coats and start like running outside and go to your Jeep.
We were both still awake, and we both knew it was a knock from a person. I ushered my wife out of bed and out into the living room without turning on any lights. There was nothing to use as a weapon whatsoever. Our only option was to run before something might happen. I told my wife we'd have to forget our luggage and make a dash for the Jeep. We slipped on our boots and coats in the dark in a matter of seconds, and when we heard a knock at the living room window from the opposite side of our car, we took that opportunity to run. I pressed the unlock button, so grateful I chose to have remote locks on my Wrangler, and we hopped in. The car started with ease, and as soon as the headlights flashed on, the man was standing facing the log cabin on our side now.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. Okay, guys, comment down below. When you turn on your light from the front at night, will you round them over or just reverse it? Comment down below.
Not a window, just facing the wall of the cabin in the same position I had seen him in earlier, as if he were hiding his face. We drove to the nearby ski resort without much trouble in the Jeep. We stayed there for the night and went back the next day to the log cabin to collect our things we left behind. He wasn't there.
Oh guys, alright, so click that red button to subscribe and like this video, and see you guys on the next episode. Peace.